I'm in Denver on a flat roof, and I'm making this live because I want it to be known that I don't always have the answer. I don't always know what the issue is when I go out and look at a roof. Right now I'm on a TPO roof, and they called me out because they're getting a lot of ponding near the eave, which isn't uncommon. That's actually a pretty common thing. It's hard to get a slope on a roof. So we have this TPO roof coming down, and it's pooling all right here. So there's a dip somewhere along here. Most of the time it's because the decking doesn't line up with the fascia, and then they bridge that gap with metal, and it doesn't always make a nice seamless transition to the gutter. And that's certainly happening here. What I noticed, because they're doing an add-on, I was able to peek underneath the layers in one spot, right where they tied in the add-on. I was able to see that they had Densdeck underneath there, but that was it, just Densdeck, and it does come all the way to the fascia. So now I'm wondering, maybe it was actually built correctly, it was sloped correctly, but over time water has eroded away at the edge where water is going to tend to sit anyways. And that made me wonder, okay, well, if that's what's happening, how is the water getting underneath? But I'm seeing where it's tied into the brick. It's tied in with this termination bar here, and it seems to be grouted on top, glued, but it's all splitting. So these are all avenues for water to get into. In addition to that, I also found that I got this back wall. Didn't do a very good job at all tying it in. I mean, this termination bar, look at that gap. It looked like they just pumped in silicone to try to cover up that gap. It's the same on the other corner. And then in addition, I think they tried to put some kind of scratch coat with tar on it, and the tar is splitting. It's revealing the grid-like scratch coat underneath, which I do believe water can get into. So it's very possible that water is getting in on this edge and just running underneath all the way down to where it meets the end, and it's stopping and eroding the Densdeck. And then I also noticed another thing, that these skylights are way too big for this curb. Down here, that's just crazy. I can stick all 4 fingers up in there onto the curb. Like, that is just way too big, and they're both like that. So, can water get into those spots? Absolutely, but not very easily. Like, it would have to be a really heavy wind, heavy rain, kind of coming in sideways, a lot of snow built up, which could very well happen. And I do see a little bit of damage on the inside where the paint is, but that could be related to sun. So there's just so many different things here on a roof that ultimately doesn't really look that bad. Any other roofers out there that's actually watching this might have some answers. By all means, throw it in the comment. I would appreciate that. My gut feeling on this one is that we at least have to take that row here. We have to remove that and fix the slope and put a new layer in, and or coat it potentially. But I am kind of at a loss on this one. And as a responsible roofer, what I'm going to do is let the homeowner know that. And I'm going to recommend that they get another opinion. I don't know if I have the right answer, and I don't want to give the wrong one. So I'm going to give an answer, and then I'm going to recommend that they check with somebody else as well. But yeah, so there it is. Thanks for watching.